Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, February 6, 2019. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, is again making a plea to persons flying into and out of Nevis to use the Vance W. Amory International Airport. Premier Brantley is also the Minister of Tourism in the Nevis Island Administration.
In terms of airlift, the Vance Amory International Airport, we know that's been a perennial problem. I continue, of course, to invite the Nevisian public, those who are traveling from Nevis, those who are coming into Nevis, invite our stakeholders, the hotels, etc., that they play a role in promoting the use of the Vance Amory Airport. Truth is that the flights are there, they are available, and we can connect people through San Juan, we can connect them through St. Martin, we can connect them through Antigua. And many choose not to use the flights. We have sought to do our part, which is to have a facility which is safe, facility which is regulated, just like the facility on St. Kitts. We have brought the flights at great cost and expense to the taxpayers of the country. And when we don't use the flights and they fly empty, we still have to pay. So I'm inviting our people once again to use the Vance Amory Airport.
According to Premier Brantley, the Nevis Island Administration has taken some measures to promote greater traffic through the airport.
We have commissioned an ad campaign. I believe it's dubbed Fly Local. Just as the agriculture has Eat Local, we're saying Fly Local. And that ad campaign, we hope, is to be released very shortly. I'm told the finishing touches are being done on that. And in that regard, the Cabinet has also considered a proposal from a company called B&L Worldwide Limited to create a hub facility at the Vance Amory Airport. That will entail an arrangement where the facility is leased to this entity, and that entity will have responsibility for construction and upgrades and development. And I think that we will hear more about that in the ensuing weeks and months. But we are at the final stages of those discussions with them, recognizing that we need transportation, and transportation links are critical if we are to develop the island.
Meantime, today, Wednesday, February 6, 2019, the Nevis Island Administration and the Nevis Air and Seaports Authority, NASPA, signed an agreement with Marketing Corporation B&L Worldwide Limited. The Global Transportation Hub Concession Agreement regards the development of Nevis's Vance W. Amory International Airport.
Indeed, over the years, we've had difficulties over there in terms of its operation at maximum levels that we would have seen before. If I were to just highlight at this point in time, back in the days when you had some robust activities there, were when the American Eagle, for example, used to land at the Vance Amory International Airport. Those type of travels have certainly diminished over the years. We are looking towards the future. We are looking towards possibly making Vance Amory International Airport a hub of activity in the future, and of course we're looking for a partner to do so, and of course B&L Worldwide Limited would have approached us to provide such partnership.
Deputy Premier, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, chaired the brief ceremony on behalf of Premier, the Honorable Mark Brantley, who is away on official state business. The agreement was signed by Permanent Secretary in the Premier's Ministry, Wakely Daniel, on behalf of the Nevis Island Administration, and General Manager Owell Brandy on behalf of NASPA. Signing the agreement on behalf of B&L Worldwide Limited was Legal Counsel and Marketing Director John L. Powell, who noted that the objective is to increase airlift and improve the infrastructure as well as the travel experience through the airport.
We look forward to seeing not just an expansion of the airport, but an upgrade in facilities. I can tell you that my clients have had preliminary discussions, even in terms of a private jet facility within that development, and the introduction of at least one major airline coming through the Vance Amory International Airport, providing hub services. And that in itself not only increases the traffic, and obviously the off-spin would be, or the spin-off to the island will be tremendous, but it also directly provides additional income for the Nevis Island Administration. This is not a situation where the developers are coming in and taking over the airport. NASPA, under the agreement, is expected to continue its operations as it does now. For example, departure taxes and all that continue to flow to the Nevis Island administration in additional new revenue that will be generated.
The concession agreement was signed in the NIA's cabinet room in the presence of senior ministers, the Honorable Eric Evelyn and the Honorable Spencer Brand, Junior Minister, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, Cabinet Secretary Stedmond Truss, and Legal Advisor Helen Lewis. Meantime, for the second consecutive year, Nevis has been named on USA Today 10 Best Reader's Choice 2019.
This year, Nevis is nominated for the Best Caribbean Island for Romance. I hope you're all listening, The Best Caribbean Island for Romance, the Best Caribbean Island for Golf, the Best Caribbean Beach Bar. The public is encouraged to log on to USA Today's Reader's Choice Top 10 and cast their votes daily for Nevis. And the golf course, of course, is the Four Seasons Golf Course. And in terms of the beach bar, that is Sunshine's Beach Bar.
Also on the list of USA Today 10 Best Caribbean Resort nominees is Nevis's Nisbet Plantation Beach Club. To vote, visit www.10best.com. Polls close on February 11th. The winning results will be announced on February 22nd. Still to come,
the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank will put EC polymer banknotes in circulation, commencing with the $50 bills in May or June this year.
We'll give you the details after this break.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. Let me go. Everybody down. That one you go mad. We are gonna push forward. I want to hear everybody say ready, ready.
Welcome back. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank ECCB has decided to change the composition of its currency from paper to polymer and will issue the first set of notes under its polymer migration project later this year. On Monday, February 4th, the ECCB hosted a session in Nevis to sensitize stakeholders of the new features of the banknotes.
The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank will put EC polymer banknotes in circulation, commencing with the $50 bills in May or June this year, and then we'll roll out the hundreds, the 20s, and the $10 in August or September this year. This will be followed up with the $5 in August or September in 2020. Both banknotes, paper and polymer, will co-circulate.
Rosbert Humphrey is the acting director of the Currency Management Department at the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank.
One of the key features of the banknote would be the tactile feature, that is raised bumps that are placed on the top left-hand side of the banknotes where the blind and the visually impaired persons can feel. These are some raised bumps that are in shapes of circle, square, rectangle, triangle on the banknotes that the blind and the visually impaired persons can feel and know which denominations they actually have in their hand. Another key feature too would be that of the orientation of the notes. They would be oriented in portrait, whereas the existing banknotes are oriented in landscape position.
The bill also has a see-through window with fuchsia flowers and a holographic foil strip that the bank says will turn gray or black if anyone tries to counterfeit it. The ECCB is a central bank for the members of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States: Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Its headquarters are in Bastia, St. Kitts. Nevis Electricity Company Limited NEVLEC customers are advised of a scheduled power outage to facilitate the maintenance of lines. Consumers in Upper Stony Grove and areas in close proximity are advised to take note of the power outage for Thursday, February 7th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Consumers from Golden Rock to Libert Hill via Zion, Butlers, and Brick Hill and areas in close proximity are also advised to take note of the power outage for Thursday, February 7th from 10 a.m. to noon. Customers are advised to take every precaution to safeguard electrical equipment at all times of interruption and restoration to the electrical supply. Nevelec apologizes for the inconvenience that may be caused by the outage and remind customers that in each case, service may be delayed to later than the time specified. For additional information, call Nevelec's customer service at 469-7243, 469-7245, or 662-5799, or its emergency service at 469-9100 or 662-5811. That's how we end this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here in the Department of Information, thank you for viewing.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.